Alright, so here we've got our shirt toile that you've just completed, and we're just talking about the buttons and the buttonholes now. So you can see on the front of the shirt, we have this, we haven't really explained this before, but we have this 3 centimeter fold back facing with the 1 centimeter tucked under, and then on the other side it's 2 tucked under and then another 2. And the reason we do it like this is because, well, firstly, this 3 centimeters down the front of the shirt is a nice, it's a nice proportion in regard to the facing, and it's sort of like traditional in like most men's shirts as well. But the fact that, the reason we have 3 on this side and only the 2 on the other side is because if you had them the same on both sides, then you would have like you'd have a row of stitching here, and then that would be, and then you'd have to like really work at making sure that this edge like lined up with that stitching or just covered it slightly. Whereas, but by moving it back, 2 things happen. One is that you don't have to worry, like if the buttons or whatever are slightly out, it's not revealing any stitch line there. And also too, the fact that because we've done it double, if we had this the same, or if it was the same on both sides like this, you'd only have two layers of fabric that the button would be stitched onto. Whereas because we've shortened this and turned it under again, we've actually got 3 layers of fabric on this side. And so that, which is a more fabric to actually support the button if it's under a bit of pressure. And another thing too is, oh yes, the fact that where the holes go, that's the center front. It's not, this edge isn't the center front of the shirt. Where the button and buttonholes are, that's the center of the shirt there. So this might look a bit odd, and it might be tempting to actually put the button in the center of this, but the button is actually, still stitched on the center front, so that when the button's done up, you keep the width the same across the front of the shirt. And we've got a horizontal buttonhole on the collar, and we've also got the horizontal buttonhole on the cuff as well that we'll be doing. So to help you find your positions on the front, we've created a template, and we've got the shirt here, and the template that we've created, we've got the neck edge here, and we've got the hem here, and we've cut the seam allowances off too. So when you position this, it should sit, if you've stitched this well, you should be able to see the stitch line on the other side and then the fold here. And there is a bit of a discrepancy here, but when you're marking yours out, just make sure that it's touching at the center front here, or on the extension here of the collar, I mean. And then all you need to do is just mark, we've just got a spot for the top of each buttonhole. And on this one as well, this is the length goes slightly past, so don't worry about that. Just make sure that you get this in the right position at the top, and then you can mark your buttonholes on the way down. And you can see on the template there's a dot for the top, and then the buttonhole goes from there down. And we won't use the template for the collar or the cuff. We'll just do that by eye on the buttonhole machine. Okay, so then you've just got these dots to show the start of the buttonhole.